Nigel, disappointment here up in Cumbria, but also controversy as well. What was your view of the goal that wasn't from Jamie Murphy?
Oh, it's well over the line. I think everybody, certainly on that far side, anybody anywhere near it, knows it's well over the line. Unfortunately, there's nothing impeding the assistant at all in his line of vision. But I'm not surprised in the slightest, because it's been like that for 40 games now. So unsurprised. I think it's certainly affected the result today. Having said that, we have wasted today a host of chances and situations. So that's down to us. But the best one we did create was certainly a goal.
Yeah, and when it went in at half time at 0-0, it seemed to give Carlisle a bit of an extra gear, understandably so, thinking they got away with one there, and ultimately they took advantage of that.
Yeah, I thought though we started the second half really well again. I thought 10-15 minutes, I thought we were on top, I was pressing, a number of situations even within that time again, and couldn't get the goal, and their goal actually comes from our corner, which, just, talked to young Matty Longstaff since he's been here about, if he's going to take set plays, do not put the ball in the goalkeeper's hands. And within 15 seconds, it's in the back of our net.
Yeah, it must be incredibly frustrating standing here on the touchline watching moments like that happen, not just for the goal, but also other moments in the second half as well.
Yeah, of course. We can set the team up to play in a certain way. We can't provide that final pass for them. We can't provide the final finish. It's very difficult to do that. We can set up how we're going to play, dominate the game away from home, which we did certainly in the first half. But then you're relying on your players to get you a goal. And I think more than anything today, we've just about got away with it, but Rhys Oates was a massive miss today for us. I thought first half with the pace, it would have caused them innumerable problems today. It was a massive loss for us.
Yeah, and you did bring in Jamie Murphy and Steve McLaughlin, and they certainly made an impact, especially in the first half as well.
Yeah, it was good going down the left-hand side again. Lots of situations, Steve McLaughlin especially. Him and George Maris have been unwell. And that's why George didn't start, and that's why Macca can't last. He absolutely spent after 70 minutes.
Yeah, and as we speak, Mansfield have just dropped out of the playoff places at the moment, still with a couple of games to go, of course, but does it feel like the next, obviously the 4 games that we've got remaining in the season, they are pivotal, no room for error?
Yeah, of course. League table matters on the 7th of May. We've dropped out, wouldn't have expected anything else after 2 consecutive defeats. We've wasted thrown 6 points away in the last 4 days. I thought the errors we made on Friday against Sutton condemned us to that defeat. And today was just wastefulness in front of goal.
Yeah. And how do you pick the players up again against Crawley on Saturday?
I'm not intending to do that at all. If they can't pick themselves up for the last 4 games of the season, then they shouldn't be there. And I've just told that to them. If they don't think we can still get promoted, don't come into work next week.
Right. So, of course, the onus now is on the Crawley game. What are you expecting from them? You've got just under a week to prepare for that one. What's the preparation going to be like?
A lot of rest, because we have played 2 games in 4 days, and people like James Perch are on the knees today. A lot of effort's gone in. That's certainly not been lacking in either of the 2 games. So it'll be a lot of rest, and it'll be more, I think, mentally preparing for the last 4 games now, more than anything. 3 out of the 4 at home. That's absolutely brilliant. Crawley are one of the most underrated sides in the league. So they've got some very, very good players, and some of the results they've had this season, home and away, show that. Carlisle also have some very good players, and I think the strength of their squad doesn't reflect probably the league position.
Yeah, and you mentioned Rhys Oates earlier, obviously not available to play today. Is he going to be available for Crawley on Saturday?
We hope so. It's just see how he is and try and get him out there as soon as we can. George Lapsley's certainly available. He might have nicked us a goal today. Getting in there for midfield. But I think there is 2 bigger goal threats as we've had, and you mentioned Murphy and McLaughlin. O'Toole was injured today, so you miss it when you miss your good players. It certainly affects things. Yeah,
you did bring on George Maris and Danny Johnson. They seem to affect the game a little bit more towards the end as well.
Well, you're just trying to get a goal, changing formation, anything that we can do just to try and create a situation. But I didn't think it was formation or anything today. It was just the inability to turn those numerous situations. Yeah, if you win that game today 1-0, Jamie Murphy's goal's given, and everyone say what a magnificent away performance it was. Controlled the game for long periods, and some of the football was brilliant, some of the passing and the moving. So that doesn't change that, and we can't do anything about the assistant making the error. But we have to be better in front of goal and around their penalty area.
Appreciate your time, Nigel. Safe journey home. Thank you.
Pleasure.